I hope you had a lovely and great weekend and you could relax and yeah, kind of distracting from trading, away from red and green candles or every chart. So your mind is going to be calm for today. So we stream this show live on YouTube as well. So if you watch it right now, maybe later as a recording, you will find a button in the right corner. You can, yeah, if you want, you can give us a like, you can leave a comment. If you have any questions about the show or something else like this, we can talk about almost everything. So on YouTube, I see already Darom, wonderful, good morning. Yanis also. Okay, so let's share my screen to you. So let me see your questions. Okay, Marie-Louise, good morning. Rainer, good morning. Hartmut also. Plummen, profitable week for you too. Andreas, wonderful, good morning also here. Okay, always the same procedure. You know, I'm a German guy. My English is kind of colored by German. So if sometimes I miss a word or something, I miss the correct grammar. So please forgive me. I do my best that you can understand me around the world. It's more important that you see what we're doing in trading than to find a perfect word sometimes. Okay, so what do we expect today or about the numbers or the upcoming events for today? Most important thing is in Canada today, this afternoon, monthly survey of manufacturing, but all the other things, that's China, that's already over. One of the most important things is tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, which is during the night from today to tomorrow, we expect the rate decision from the Japan yen, the monetary policy meeting decision. So the previous actually one, the current one is 0.1, minus 0.1. So, and there is, yeah, forecast is that they don't want to change something else. So let's see, but be careful with everything what you do with the Japanese yen. Okay. This week we have interesting webinars also. On Wednesday, Jens is talking about how will professionals break out scalp Forex in 2022. On 2 o'clock Europe London time, which is 3 o'clock German time. And which is really interesting, it's on Friday. We have a special webinar, Markets Outlook for 2022. So with three of us, Paul, Jens, and myself, we talk about 1 hour about the market outlooks, and we will have a lot of fun, I guess, together. So make a note in your schedule on Friday at 2 o'clock Europe London time. It's very, very interesting. So I'm looking forward to see you there. Okay, also, ladies and gentlemen, if you have Telegram on your channel, on your phone or your computer, then you can find the link in the chat right now and you can follow us here on Admirals. And the same is, of course, on Twitter. You see there's Admirals with wonderful content also. And my name on Twitter, if you want to follow me, there is DayTrader70. Okay. Let's go to the charts, and we start as always with our DAX trading. So the last week we had a small loser because we were trading the third trend arm, and you see, we were too late. The third trend arm was not really successful, but then we created a new trend. It's the second trend arm here, and as you can see, we opened the trade here, and I hold it over the weekend. So this morning and the night was on Friday, we saw not a trend continue. There was not a trend continuation yet. And during the night, we had kind of falling prices, and now it's going to be a trend continuation right now. So now it's up to you what you are doing with your trade. If you see a close above the last 0.2 and their kind of weakness with balanced candles, and then you can sell half the position. You can trade your stop loss, whatever you do, or you can speculating on a trend continuation. So in my opinion, it's a good thing because the point of control is on the upper side here at 16,010 euros by one future contract, which means if you see close above the last 0.2, which is here, and there comes weakness into the chart, you can see by a balanced candle, then maybe you can sell half the position and let the trade run. Yeah, because maybe you can trail, of course, the stop loss a little bit closer if you want to make sure that you don't lose any money with this trade, or you can trail it above the last 0.3 and you can speculating on just on a trend. It's just up to you. It's a kind of working style. But yeah, what we can learn from big traders and very experienced traders around the world, the most experienced traders around the world are trend traders. Paul Jones, for example, Richard Dennis, all those big guys, they made every year millions and millions. Yeah, they had also losses every month, sometimes every year, sometimes a complete year, but they don't care because they trade the trend all the time. And sometimes they have 10, 12, 15 losses in a row, small losses, but they never missed an entry in the trend. And if the trend is running, then they let it run. Yeah, and this we can learn from huge traders around the trade and around the world. We should do the same. And you see that the money management is a crucial point, risk and money management. If the trade is not working for you after you went in, then close it. Yeah, but don't miss the re-entry in case the signal occurs again. Okay, so that's the next in 10 minutes, and just we are a bit in profit right now. And yeah, let's see what's going on today. Great. So let's go to our focus charts, and we want to start with where is my here we go, 4-hourly chart. So let's start with Bitcoin. Yeah. And we have an open trade, by the way, in Bitcoin, because there is the trend. This is the trend. So move, correction, and here we go, was second trend arm. Then we saw a small correction because we opened a trade at the 0.2. Afterwards, the price went back in the correction a bit deeper. Now we can see a kind of stabilization. The point of control is up at 47,192 Bitcoin. And yeah, let's just wait if you will see a trend continuation finally. Yeah, if you can see that the price is not working for me, yeah, I have kind of pending order or a kind of soft stop here at this price. Yeah, it makes no sense to let the price going complete into stop loss. It's better to find a re-entry than to have the full stop loss. It's important, even you go out to cut the possible loss. If you realize you're sitting in the wrong bus, then you don't have to take the bus until the end of the station, at the end of the road, if you realize you're sitting in the wrong bus. But don't miss the re-entry, because it's completely annoying if you get out and then you have to check the chart and you have to see, oh, it's going up in my direction. You are not a part of it. So this is what we also can learn from huge traders. Don't miss the re-entry when a signal is there. Even we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses in a row. As long as the signal always occurs again, we have to open the trade again, because finally there will be a trend all the time. We have trends. And the big money is always in the trend all the time. So Dow Jones, focus chart. There we had a loss. Why is it? Yeah, you see, there was the trend. It was a corrective trend, by the way. And here was the second trend arm. we opened a trade at the point 2, but the breakout failed. So the correction went deeper and deeper and deeper, and there was the stop loss. Yeah, it's fine. It was a technical correct fail trade. We did everything fine. Yeah, what we can improve, maybe that's just a kind of working style. If you see that the price is not working for you, there's no breakout, for example, yeah, then maybe you can trade a stop loss closer and you realize a small stop, a small loss. In that case, you have to make sure that you don't miss a re-entry. So in this case, there was no re-entry, by the way. So, but it's a kind of working style, and it's a point how how close you are to your money management. If you are completely free, and if you say, I don't care a trade, I made everything right. So just, is there a trend? Yeah, it is. Is there's no trend? Okay, I got a stop loss. So whatever there is. But what do we have on the right side? Because we have to read, we have to listen to the chart again. So the main trend is facing downwards. So it was this one. Yeah. So, and then we had this close and this one. So therefore, there was a trend break. So therefore, that's the main trend is still facing upwards. And this is really interesting. So first of all, we have this one. And you see there was no close below the last 0.3, which means the uptrend is still valid, basically. But also we have a downtrend on the right side of the chart. And this is the leading trend. It's a corrective character right now. That's the first trend arm. So that was not really a close, which means now here is the second trend arm. Yeah. And we know we cannot miss an entry in the second trend arm. Is there a signal, by the way? So actually it's not, it's kind of small correction. So which we have to listen to the chart. Actually, there is a balance candle on the right side after the move down. Balance candle, which means this is a sign that the price in the first step is going more up, which extends the correction, or maybe will continue the green trend. We don't know what happens next. Stop interpreting, stop analyzing, just listen to the chart and read the chart. This is most easy with with Heikin Ashi. Yeah, therefore I used to trade with Heikin Ashi because they have two candles. It's a trend candle and the movement is strong, and there's a balance candle and the movement is over. And if you have two balance candles in a row, then it's a clear sign that the previous movement is going on directly. And if you're more than 1, 2, 3 balance candles in a row, then you know, okay, the market is literally saying, guys, we don't know what we have to do right now. So most of the times you see a trend continuation. If you're not clear, yeah, they set an entry at the point 2. In case the trend will continue, then you'll be a part of it. Yeah. So therefore, by the way, point of control is on the lower side at 34,597. And yeah, be careful, yeah, that we don't miss an entry on the upper side or the lower side. So actually, don't interpret, don't analyze, yeah, just listen to the chart. DAX 40 in 4-hourly chart, by the way. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, very difficult situation. It's just so close to analyze and to interpret. Okay, there's not really a clear sign. So stop doing this. If you cannot hear clearly what the chart is talking to you, and then just let it go. British pound USD, it's just a focus chart. Yeah, and here the trend is still valid. And you see we are strongly up to the point of control. And actually the trend is still up. And then, you know, we start here. Kind of trend. and you see how many trend arms there is. And this is that's the trend. That's kind of trend where the money is in. And you see basically where we come from, deep in the green zone, where we're going to, up to the point of control. So that's the best trends. So don't miss it in the future, especially this year when we bring our account up to the profit. Okay, so also on the right side, be careful, there is a short trend. And one, and now we are on the second trend arm. So because about this big move to the upper side, it could be possible that we see a correction which is going kind deeper. Yeah, so don't miss an entry. Yeah, at the moment, at the point 2. So just wait for it. Then we have gold price. Also very, very difficult because, so basically we have a downtrend. So that's the downtrend. Yeah, and the downtrend will break here. And also we see on the right side of the chart a first, second, no trend break, by the way, no trend break. But also you can see no trend continuation there. And it's a corrective trend. It's included about the main trend, which is facing downwards. And by the way, the point of control is also on the lower side. So be careful, because if we must realize that maybe we see kind of this one, yeah, then it's more possible that the red one will continue because the point of control, the point 2 is here. So maybe it's not the worst thing that we set a pending order here on the lower side to speculating on the trend continuation of the main trend. If you see a break here at this point 3 of the main trend, yeah, then the corrective trend is continuing. So actually we see at the moment, okay, there was a balanced candle and now there's a trend candle. Okay, the up move is strong. So just let it go. For the moment, nothing to do. And then Euro USD. And this is also a running trade for the moment. And we are completely safe with this trade. Yeah, just let it go. Actually, be careful. Also, the main trend is facing upwards. Here we go, is this one. And we sold half of the position, or 75 of the position, because we are working against the point of control. And on the right side of the chart, we have to realize, okay, there is a corrective downtrend. And this corrective downtrend is in the second trend arm. And here we are in the correction. So actually just waiting for a balanced candle. Yeah. And then we have to set a pending order at the point 2, or if the price is going higher than 38%, then we can open this position, hedging position in the correction. And yeah, we cannot know what happens at the right side of the chart. This is also what we can learn from huge traders around the world, that they don't stop analyzing. They stop analyzing, they stop interpreting. They have the system, they have the rules, and they always trade the rules. This is what we can learn from experienced traders around the world. You can read a lot of books, and usually they say why we should fight against banks and thousands of analysts, why we should fight against them. It makes no sense. Find your own rules, test the rules if the system is profitable, and then trade it. But you have to manage your losses. One of the most important things what we can learn from experienced traders, huge MP experience, George Soros, all the names you can read, is always manage your loss. You have to handle your losses and also let the winners run, which is both is really, really important. Okay, so that's the focus charts. Before we go to the running trades, I have the question of today, And it's our Monday question. What are your personal trading goals for this week? First of all, I want to stick to the rules under all circumstances, and I want to learn how to let my winners run. This is what I give you as answers for this week. Now let's go to the running trades. Yeah, Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, we are in. We were a bit in profit, and now we see with the falling markets, Australian dollar came back also, but we are still in the second trend arm, and actually, yeah, nothing to do for the moment. Be careful, because there is also, now we can see a kind of corrective trend, which is this one. And here we go. Here we are now in a small correction. So be careful. In worst case, we have to trade this one too as a kind of hedging position. Bitcoin, we talked about already. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, we have, the trade is safe basically. There's nothing to do. But also there's a second trend arm. It's a corrective trend. But now we can see, look at the price on the right side, it's going up. So therefore, nothing to do for the moment. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Yeah, we are short. We sold already half the position, completely safe. Stop loss is above the last 0.3. It's a soft stop, by the way. And there is no corrective trend on the right side now. For that, we need a close above this last 0.2. So actually nothing to do. Euro Japanese yen, it was a little bit, yeah, stupid for me, because that was in the middle of the night yesterday, respectively on Friday. So, and here I missed to sell half the position, by the way, but the trend is still running. So just let it go. Euro USD we talked about. British pound, Australian dollar, which is really interesting. So the downtrend is over, and now we are fighting with the 0.2, and I'm quite sure that we will continue this trend. Why is it? Yeah, look at the trader sentiment. British pound, Australian dollar. Look at this one. It jumped up from the correction up to 88%. So 88% roundabout of all private traders are on the short side in this. So, and you know, the more are on the short side, the more the price is going the opposite direction, because institutional money takes the money from private traders and use it to take the opposite direction. So never fight against the trend. Never, 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 ever. British pound, Swiss franc. It's still, we don't have a trend break of the uptrend. And we also have the hedging position. So we sold here half the position, and there is no trend continuation of this small downtrend right now. So yeah, sit on your hands, keep your feet calm, and everything is fine. New Zealand, Swiss franc. We have, yeah, this long position open. There was another trend break right now, but also there's again a short position, a short trend. So, and we are waiting. Maybe we have to open a hedging position. Always use the second trend arm. You don't know which trend will continue finally. So therefore, you have to be a part of it. You need to be a part of it in case you want to be a trend trader, which is, yeah, the best one you can ever do. New Zealand US dollar. Yeah, it's the same procedure like in Australian dollar, you know, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, kind of Canadian dollar. It's always, yeah, they are working with the indices, with the markets, with the indices. So the price is going up in the indices, Dow Jones, S&P, something like this. Then New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, it's a kind of correlation, positive correlation. Then they're going up too. So, and if the markets are falling down, yeah, the kind of commodity currencies are going down too. So actually, yeah, we are in this up position right now. So just let it go for the moment. There is nothing to do. And US dollar, Canadian dollar, which is really interesting. So basically, we see here the correction. We are completely fine with this trade. Yeah, but also on the right side of the chart, we can see, okay, there is a kind of uptrend right now. And this uptrend is in the second correction. So, and if there will occur a balance candle, then it's our signal to open a hedging position to the long side. Yeah, just keep it on the watch list. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to crude oil. Oh my gosh, this is really cool. This is what I'm talking about when you let the winners run. Yeah, you see? And don't interpret. Never interpret, guys. Because this is the problem that people start to analyze right now. And they say, there is the last high. I have to close my position right now because I cannot imagine that the price is going higher. Who cares? What do you imagine? Who cares? No one cares. Trade what you see and not what you can imagine or what you think about it. Maybe they will start a correction, but maybe not. Do you know it? No, you cannot know. So just let it go and just let the trade running. So we sold half the position. We are completely fine. And if you want to be a little bit more sure, for example, yeah, then maybe if you want, then trade a stop loss into the profit and you cannot lose money, but don't stop the trade. Maybe there could be a long running trend. Who knows? Who knows? So remember when we saw the oil price at $160? Yeah, this was a high. That's what the all-time high. So who cares? Just let it go. And we need these long-running trends to make huge money and to bring back the account, because this is the only chance you have to make money on a long run. Okay? This is what we can learn. Okay, so just quick, what is on my watch list today? British pound, Canadian dollar, short, of course, short because there is a downtrend. We are circling around the point of control. Then Euro Canadian dollar is just kind of a bit more interesting because point of control is quite far on the upper side. And on the right side of the chart, we can see a kind of uptrend. It's this one. Yeah, so don't miss it. Yeah, don't miss it. And also Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, downtrend, also downtrend. Yeah, don't miss it. Point of control is on the lower side. Don't miss it. And silver price, which is really interesting. Silver price has a short also. So why is it? First trend arm, second trend arm. But actually there's trend continuation. Just wait for the next balance candle and then we can think about a short. Yeah. But also we have to consider that we see a uptrend also. Point of control is quite far on the upper side. Yeah. So please be careful with this. That's the trades I have on my watch list for today. So, and my question of today was, what are your trading goals for this week? Oh, that's really cool. 58% says I want to learn how to let my winners run, and just 42. I guess you come more and more closer to the point where you stick to the rules under all circumstances. Now it's a kind of improvement that you go one step further to learn how to let the winners run. So how you can learn this, if you plant the perfect seeds for this, if you have to teach other people, if you have to help other people to reach their own goals, to be strong, whatever they do, there must be not a relationship to trading. And in the first case, you have to watch yourself that you let the winners run one time, just only one time. One time that you have the seed in your mind, that you literally plant the right seed to have the awareness for the future that you see it's working. But you needed to do one time. that you plant a good seed, or to plant the seed in your mind for this, that it can ribbon up in the future and you say, yeah, it's going on, it's going. So how you can do that the first time? Yeah, accept the inevitable thing that you have to take the smallest position size you can ever use in your trade. Maybe 2 micro lots that you literally can say, come on, I don't care about this trade. Just let it go. If you, whatever you do, do it. But just let it go. And in the future, you can increase the position size. Yeah. I wish you a lovely week. And I hope we see each other tomorrow again. Thanks for listening. And as always, have courage and be kind. And may the